welcome inside the NYTEX Sports Center for the South Division Finals. It's time for Shreveport Mudbugs hockey as they take on the Lone Star Brahmas in Game 2. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chet Yoder, and this is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Another chapter in this 20-plus year rivalry between the Mudbugs and the Brahmas. The Mudbugs grinding out a 3-2 win in Game 1 last night. They did it by a couple of goals from Logan Haru. And Haru had a pair and the game winner at 10:28 of the third. Carter McKay was able to add one in early in the contest at 8:18 of the first period. The Mudbugs won 3-2, like I said, and they outshot the Brahmas 28-27 after all was said and done. The Bugs were outshot 14-7 after one, and it really just got better in the second and really good in the third period for Mudbugs hockey. Nice night for Elliot Sagan, Lescarbal. He made 25 saves, picked up his fourth win of these playoffs, and boy, he's just continuing to roll right along. His only loss in that 4-overtime marathon game. The Brahmas will make a few changes to their lineup. The Mudbugs don't look like they're going to make any changes to their lineup, and we'll get to that in the Whataburger starting lineups in just a little bit. The Mudbugs and the Brahmas, the Game 2 is tonight. Game 3 will be next Friday night at George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. Be sure to get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or by logging on to mudbugshockey.com. Last night, one of those weird games where the Mudbugs were 0 for 4 on the power play, but they didn't have any penalty kills. The Brahmas had yet to go on the power play all game long. I can't remember the last time that's ever happened. And the Mudbugs were, took a night off on the PK, and we'll talk to head coach Jason Soupy Campbell about that, as I'm sure he was quite pleased about that result. We'll talk to Mudbugs head coach Jason Soupy Campbell after these messages. It's the Bugs and the Brahmas, Game 2 of the South Division Finals coming up in just a little bit. We'll have more of the Landers pregame show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Playoff Hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFatta & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFatta & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defattapi.com for more information.
Welcome back in the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Game 2 of the South Division Finals between the Mudbugs and the Brahmas. Mudbugs come away with the win, 3-2. They lead the best of fives here, 1-0. And now we're joined by Mudbugs head coach Jason Soupy Campbell. And coach, last night, one of those. I'm sure there was a lot of parts that were a bit scattered. I'm sure maybe the first and second period maybe didn't go as good as you maybe wanted it to go, but that third period very strong. You guys were able to kind of keep the Brahmas in check, and you guys were able to grind out a win. What was your overall impression?
Well, I thought we actually started on time. I thought our start was good, maybe our first 6-7 minutes of the first period, and then we faltered a little bit. We kind of got away from the game plan and got on our own page, and we started to falter and gave up too many shots, too many opportunities. But I thought overall our second period, we didn't give up many shots, it was a solid second period. They're a good second period team. They take advantage of the line change opportunities and try to catch you with little parts of the game like that. And but then our third period, like you said, it was a pretty decent period. I felt like they were beating us up ice a lot, like back towards our D zone. So we got to be a little more proactive there in reading the situations away from the puck and winning the races back to our zone and not allowing them time and space. And some other reads, just them getting behind us, getting behind our D, or us overcommitting to one side and then putting the puck to the weak side and kind of catching us in areas like that where we're giving them too much time and space to play with the puck. But overall, we had some timely goals, some timely goaltending, and ultimately, it's a huge win on the road in Game 1. And now we gotta be better tonight, though. There's just no question. We gotta be better. They're gonna be better. We gotta be better, and way more dialed in if we want to get a big win in Game 2.
Goals are hard to come by in the postseason, and when you get them from your blue liner, a leader like Logan Haru, he had been kind of on a scoring spell down the stretch of the season. He takes it personally. You know how he is. He wears a lot of emotions on his sleeves, but when Logan Haru's able to bang a few through, and boy, it looked like a goal scorer's type of goal, both of those. Talk about how big that was for the team.
Well, let's talk about these tasty little treats that Liam Fleet just walked in. This is bad.
This is really bad. As in really good.
Yeah. No, but, Hero, again, he's a pretty dynamic hockey player, dynamic defenseman. He can go on the offense. He's got great wheels, great shot. And he let loose last night. He took the handcuffs off, and he just went and played hard, played physical. Did a good job, pretty good job defensively, but really took advantage of his offensive reads and offensive opportunities by jumping into plays and firing pucks on net, and he got 2 big ones for us last night.
I know near the end when Nick Marino took the high sticking penalty, of course, you guys were able to have a double minor. It got a little weird at the end. I'm sure there was a little bit of a couple of great looks from Lone Star, and maybe a couple of great looks that you didn't want to see at the end.
Yeah, well, again, it's making reads away from the puck and understanding that it doesn't matter if they're on the kill. They're in a situation where they got to come at you, and so we just can't, wherever the puck is, our guys have to hurry up, get back, support, communicate, and just keep moving the puck. We can't hang on to it, and we got to watch them cheating the zone if they ever get possession, and we just have to be a little more dialed in and ready to handle that press. Even if they are down 1, they pull the goalie, make it 5-on-5. So they're in desperation mode at that point, and we've got to be desperate to defend and support the puck, so we're able to move pucks around them and continue to get on the press. So ultimately, again,
from that, that's something that's got to be nice, because it rarely ever happens.
Yeah, again, I thought maybe there could have been a couple calls on us for sure, but I thought they played a little more undisciplined than we did in regards to that. So, it's always great when you don't have to kill a penalty. Discipline was one of the biggest things we talk about in this series, and Lone Star has a really good power play, a couple units that can really go out there, move the puck around, and get pucks to the net. So when you don't have to kill against that, it's a great situation to be heavy to play against, but play discipline, keep our sticks down when we're making contact, and no chopping at guys. There was a lot of slashing last night, not. I think more on the other side than our side, but we're no angels, right? I understand that, and but again, if the referees are letting it go, they're letting it go, and I thought for the most part.
The word angel was never used to describe Dan Wildfong ever in your friendship with him, was it?
No, not up to this point. Maybe it looks like an angel, I don't know, but he's that's fine. He played on edge all the time, and he coaches that way as well. And I don't know an angel that has been described like that before. So obviously does a good job and gets the best out of his guys. So we got to be dialed in and ready to go tonight.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Chet Yoder.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Playoff Hockey.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. And score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Nitech Sports Center as we continue on in the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. It's time for the Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. First for the Lone Star Brahmas, the top team in all of the NAHL. Head coach by the familiar face of Dan Wildfong. The assistant coach is Logan Murphy and Brooks DiMarino. They'll go with a couple of centers, number 20 Charlie Masick and number 61 Connor Bergeron, along with the right wing number 10, Max Hamstead. Defensively for the Brahmas, it'll be number 64, Alex Keskintepi, and number 21, Bryce Ingles. And making the start in nets, they're going to go back to this guy, number 1, Debs Rolovs from Riga, Latvia. Last guy from Riga, Latvia was a guy named Gustav Skrigals, former Mudbugs netminder. Debs Rolovs, very talented. He's an 04 netminder, and he won his only game started in this postseason. It was Mexico Ice Wolves. Where he had to make just 19 saves to complete the victory. Overall numbers, including that win, are 22-8-2 on this season. He's very talented with a 1.87 goals against and a 917 save percentage. Your Whataburger starting lineups for the Shreveport Mudbugs. Head coach by Jason Soupy Campbell. The associate head coach is Michael Hill. The assistant and goalie coach Rich Perrant. And the honorary assistant is Chris Lane. At left wing will be number 25, Bryce Boucher. At center will be number 12, Hayden Nickel. And on the right wing will be number 17, Braden Cook. Defensively for the Bugs, it'll be number 4, Will Murphy. Defensively for the Bugs, it'll be number 4, Will Murphy. And number 3, Logan Heroux. And back in nets, and boy, he's been the bull, the bug, Big Jesus, as Chucky Landry's billet dad, who made Elliot Sagan. Les Cardebeau, number 37, will get the start this evening once again for Coach Soupy and the Bugs, and the numbers have been quite impressive. He made 25 saves last night in a Game 1 victory. Overall in this postseason, he is 4-0-1 with a 1.49 goals against and a 941 save percentage. It has been quite impressive for the young man from Quebec City, Canada, keeping his head and composure in one place at such a young age. Those are your Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. Mudbugs Hockey Tonight brought to you by Porter's Industrial, delivering the difference in the Arklatex for over 20 years. Porter's Industrial strives with the utmost integrity to meet our customers' needs with quality uniform and facility services for your business. Mudbugs Hockey Tonight is brought to you by Fireplace Specialties. Fireplaces, gas logs, glass doors, wood stoves, inserts, mantles, and grills. They got it all. They're located at 8500 Box Road in Shreveport or by logging on to fireplacespecialties.net. The Brahmas in the home white jerseys with the Brahma logo in front. The black numberings and letterings along the backside. The Mudbugs in the black and purple jerseys tonight with the Mudbug that's purple in front and the white numberings and letterings along the backside. Game number 2 of the South Division Finals about to get underway, and now we ask you to please rise wherever you may be for tonight's national anthem. Christine Natra Davis giving us. He knows that Lone Star on the other side, head coached by one of his good friends and former Mudbug great, Dan Walfong, will have his team more than ready to go. It's Hayden Nickel and Charlie Masick at center ice. And the Landers' opening puck drop is dropped and one, tied up and one there by Nickel. Played on back there to Murphy. He'll throw it on to Haru. Haru will out to the right side. He'll bank it up off the near side boards and all the way in for icing on Mudbugs hockey. And that's how this game gets started, just 10 seconds in to the National Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call them. Tied up now. Nickel threads it up off the stick of Cook and played back out to center. Puck is pumped back in there by Ingles, who had a goal last night. Paddled and stopped down there by Sagan Lescarbeau. Held in there. Ingles chops one toward the net, rather. And the puck is shoveled out of trouble. Held in there by Skorovic. And now a delayed offsides. As I thought Lone Star held the zone, they did not. 35 seconds gone by here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. The Mudbugs and the Brahmas, two teams that have had quite the history with one another. It has been one of the age-old rivalries in this league. Of course, spanning back to their pro days as well. Lots of frays, lots of fights, a lot of heated exchanges. Coaches' ejections. Just ask Carla Zernis, the former Mudbugs bench boss, about that. Face-off one there by the Bugs. Austin slides it on back there to Sushinsky. Played off the far side boards. Chopped at there to Vassilo. Vassilo, trouble handling. Giveaway. Shot toward the net. Save made there by Sagan Lescarbeau as Justin Kerr jolts one on net from the slot. Boy, Vassilo a little sluggish on the puck in his own zone. Big hello to my family back at home in El Paso, Texas, tuned in tonight. Mom, Dad, my brother Papul, and my sister-in-law Shiloh all tuned in tonight. Glad to have them with us. And they're not watching a Mudbugs hockey game. They're either watching a movie or the latest episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, which left the airwaves after their 12th season. I'm about 3 seasons behind. I got to get caught up there. Nothing like Larry David telling you how life's supposed to be or making fun of what life is. Now along to the far half wall. Face-off one there by the Bugs. Played on back there to Fleet. Fleet's got it. Fleet couldn't handle it cleanly. And now taken there by Deeb. Deeb will pick up the loose change behind the Bugs' net. He had trouble handling it now through the middle. Played up ahead and sling there onto the stick of Marino, and he'll pop it in deep. Now taken there by Murakami. Along to the left side. He'll gallop across now left side and kick it around and just kick it in before taking a hip check there by Fleet. Now along to the far corner. Chopped at there by Marino, held in there by Saxton Tess. He was not in the lineup last night, in there tonight. Now, far wing shot, save made, rebound, score. That's Capello, and that's a 1-0 Brahmas lead. Boy, a rebound in front. It was made possible from Saxton Tess, and Capello able to slap home the rebound. Brahmas 1, the Mudbugs 0. Boy, that is exactly what Dan Wildfong wanted, and what Coach Soupy was fearing was a roaring start from the league's best team in the NAHL. And really, the Mudbugs couldn't get the puck out of the zone. And the Brahmas forecheck able to withstand and hold the zone. The Brahmas 1, the Mudbugs 0. Something the Brahmas were unable to get last night was the game's first goal. goal comes at 1:42, or check that, 1:40 into the opening period. Face off won there by the Brahmas. They have it. Now played around that far side boards up off the stick of Jasser. Jasser, of course, the Flower Mound, Texas kid, just up from just up the road from the NITEC Sports Center, has his whole family, a bevy of family, in attendance as they are just 30 minutes from this rink. Now played through the slot. That one hit a couple of bodies. Now to the right point, shot toward the net. There by Isenberg goes wide. And it's gloved down there by Sagan Lescarbol as Murphy and Tess get tied up, pushing and shoving after the whistle. Boy, you'd expect nothing less between two bitter rivals. And now Logan Aru getting a little bit of a face wash from Zadvernuk. And that is all that comes about of it. 2:27 gone by here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. Now to the right point, waiting now. Lone Star works it in. That's Ingles. Nipped back up top. McDonald a shot toward the net. It got blocked in front. Good block there by Sushinsky, and he's limping because of it. Cook's got it, and Cook will go ahead and moonlight this puck off the near side boards and right back into the Brahmas zone. Glove down there by Cook and touched up there by Ingles. Played through the neutral zone. Onto the stick now. Taken in there by Austin, and he'll floor a shot on it. Easily sticked away there by Roloffs. Now along to the end boards, that's Skrovic. Back in his own zone, will work it through the middle. Up ahead onto the stick of Zadvernuk and taken there by Ingles, and he'll rip it into the Bug zone. Played around to the far side boards, that's Murch. Murch into the far corner, tied up there with James. Now nudged at and held in there by the Brahmas as McKay and Justin Kerr run into each other. Into the near corner, Fleet throws it in front of his own net off the stick of Murch, and now he gets ransacked there by Justin Kerr, thrown in front and gobbled up there by Liam Fleet, the captain who wears the black jerseys. When the Mudbugs wear the black jerseys, rather, Liam Fleet's the captain. Otherwise, it's Hayden Nickel who wears the C. Co-captains this year for the Bucks, and it's worked out quite nicely. Oh, good skate there by Vassilo, and Vassilo able to gash it in behind the Brahmas cage. Played off to the far side boards, kicked around, and now nubbed up ahead there to Justin Kerr. He'll float it ahead there onto the stick of Masick. Back to Kerr. Shot toward the net. Stick save made there by Sagan Lescarbol. Mudbugs want to run back the other way. Here's Deeb. And he mishandled the puck. And the puck is whipped back out to center and whacked back in there by Murphy. Mudbugs wanted to get a wholesale line change. Oh, hard check. And Murakami shaken up off a hit up top there by Deeb. Played off the near side boards and right back into the Mudbug zone. Far side, that's Sushinsky. Left side, thrown across there to Deeb. Deeb, good dance move. He comes in, and a good stick right behind him there from Vladimir Sable. Now along to the end boards behind the Brahmas cage. That's Murakami, the longtime Brahma, who will kiss it off the near side window back out to center. Sushinsky will flight it through the middle. Now played on back to Austin, and he wants to settle down and get reset. That's called over by the bench. And Michael Hill tell him to hold. They're going to try to bait the Brahmas to see if they go. Dan Wildfong says, we don't have to go. We got the lead this time. Up ahead now. Stretch pass up off the sticks of Jasser. Shot there by Parichka from the far wing, and it's turned aside there by Roloffs. Into the far corner now. Tied up there, Isenberg. Digging through the ditch, pushing around Jasser. Jasser trying to lug it out, now shaking off the walls by Cook. Now played on back behind the Brahmas net. Parichka sandwiches up his man. Played around, and the Mudbugs cannot hold the zone. Delayed offsides, touched back up now on the left side. Here comes Hampstead, cranks a shot toward the net, and it's a routine glove stop made there by Sagan Lescarbol. 1-0 in favor of the Brahmas. So glad to have you with us for game number 2 of the South Division Finals. Shots on goal officially 5-1 in favor of the home team. Face-off will stay in deep of the Mudbug zone. Great crowd still filing in here on a Saturday night. Hayden Nickel will take the draw. Right wing circle up against Zadvernuk. Face-off won there by Nickel. Playing in front of his family that made the trip. Up off the near side board. Skrovic now will slip it in behind the Bucks cage. Murch will knock it on over to Fleet. Fleet now through the middle up ahead to Nickel. He'll guide it out up ahead there to Cook. He'll break out and he'll just go ahead and love tap this baby into the Brahmas zone. Played around the far side board. Zavernuk up off the stick of McDonald. Haru's got it. He'll knock it in and now taken back out there by Ingles through the middle to the left side there to McDonald. Thrown down low. Trying to find the stick of Ingles and it went right under him. Played back up top now. On over. Near side there to McDonald. McDonald waits. He pirouettes. Now to the right point. Shot toward the net. Fought off there by Sagan Lescarbot as Bergeron threw it from traffic from the right point. Puck now hodgepodge up ahead. Here's a break. Too far there for Nickel. And now paddle around the near side boards. Held in there by Vasilo. A shot gets deflected up off the stick of Keskintepi and into the protective netting. 13:24 remaining here in the opening period, brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Shot 6-1 in favor of the Brahmas, and they have the early 1-0 edge in this game. Mudbucks hockey tonight brought to you by Gators and Friends. If you've never been there, it's an exotic animal petting zoo and adventure park. The go-karts are closed and the zip lines are closed, but they'll open up soon. Be sure to come on out. Get more information on GatorsandFriends.com. It's a great time out for you and the family. Face-off tied up, right wing circle, and kicked around, one there by the Bugs. Burke now will swivel it around to the far corner there to Austin. He'll knock it in behind the Brahmas net, played around to the near corner. Burke's got it, and now taken away off there by Bergeron. He can't bang it out, though. And now on a secondary chance, able to chisel it back out to center there was Bergeron. Loose puck gathered in there by Austin. He'll take his time. Austin now to the near side there to Sushinsky, to Burke. Mudbugs don't want to deviate from their game plan, down 1-0 in this game. Coach Soupy trying to settle down his team. They've been down plenty of games, been able to come back. Played back out to center, that's Litchard. He gets knocked off the puck. And now Marino trying to gain in the zone cleanly, throws it too far there for Litchard to grab. Litchard now will leak it in behind the Brahmas net. Played there now by Deeb. Deeb's got it. Deeb takes a hard hit, and he loses the puck, and Owen Kerr will kick it around and get it right back out to center. Now Marino will slide it on back to Fleet, throwing around to the right side, up off the stick of Deeb. Deeb now handcuffed, held up a little bit, now fighting for it. Pushing and shoving there is Marino and Owen Kerr as they're hacking and whacking, trying to shake it off the walls along the near half boards. This is a good old-fashioned rugby-type fight. And one out free there by Marino. Played on back to Fleet. The Denver, Colorado native will go over to Murch's stick, and he'll get it through back out to center. Taken away. Here comes James. James spars one toward the net. It gets blocked and rolls toward the net, and it's covered up there by Sagan Lescarbot, pushing and shoving after the whistle. Boy, not much of anything with that scuffle. Just the Mudbugs and the Brahmas reacquainting themselves. And now Fleet cleans it up. And now more horse collaring going on here. As Mesa gets pulled off the jersey of Deeb. Both teams just looking for some support. And we get a break in the action. 11:50 to go here in the opening period in Game 1 of the South Division Finals. It's the Brahmas 1, the Mudbugs nothing. I thought we were going to take a break. Oh, they fooled me. It looked like it was time for a media timeout. It was not, and we'll keep it here. Stop by the Swamp Shack on all home game days to get your new Mudbugs playoff merchandise, jerseys, apparel, and much more. The Swamp Shack is open on also non-game days. Just give us a call. Let us know you're coming. Business hours 9 to 5. Give us a call at 318-636-7094. And ask for the very lovely Miss Kimberly Jack, she'll take good care of you. Now played around to the far side. That's Haru. Haru now will sky it up ahead. Too far there for Seminara, and it'll go down for icing on the two-time Robertson Cup champions. Big hello to my lovely wife, Miss Sarah, and her family tuned in tonight from Shreveport. Hope they are enjoying themselves just as much as we are in this building. And our pesky little cat, Miss Rosebell, is watching as well. And me and her have an interesting relationship depending on the day. Most days she doesn't like me, except when she needs to get fed. She gets 2 scoops from yours truly, aside from the old 1 scoopers from everybody else in that household. Haru up off the stick of Zadvernuk as it tips on in deep into the Brahmas zone for icing yet again on Bugs hockey. Logan Haru looks frustrated. That's about his standard first period reaction with 11:27 to go here in the opening period. Mudbugs want to continue to get the puck up the ice and create some more opportunities on net. They just have 1 shot on goal in this game so far. Played back up top to the right point off of Murakami. Far half wall. Murphy tied up there with Skrovic. Another stall along the walls. This is Dan Wildfong type of hockey. Now squirted out free there by Jasser. And the puck deflects into the crowd. And hey, a fan makes a barehanded grab. Boy, that was a nice play, and now pushing and shoving after the whistle. Oh, boy, Jasser in there. Along with Justin Kerr. And do we got a break in the action? No, we don't. 11:10 to go in the opening period. Shots 7-1 in favor of Lone Star Hockey. The Brahmas won, the Mudbugs nothing. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from the shoebox, as they call it, here in North Richland Hills, Texas. For Game 2 of the South Division Finals, the Brahmas lead the best-of-5 series. Or check that, the Mudbugs lead the best-of-5 series 1-0. The Brahmas lead Game 2 1-0. Far side, that's Cook. He's got it. Now through the middle, and oh no, he gave it away on a pass. Tess has it. Tess now dropped to Murakami. Murakami, high slot, waits. Murakami snaps one, and a glove save made there by Sagan Lescarbot. And boy, the Mudbugs coaching staff anguished at these first 9 minutes of the game. Nickel was working the officials, claiming he got held up a little bit. Boy, the way the officials were calling last night's game, just kind of feels like they don't want to call anything. Feels like a playoff OT period every period. Face off to the right of Sagan Lescarbot. Tied up, one there by the Bucks. Murch now plays it on back to Fleet. Fleet now will scrape it off the near side. Boards up ahead there to Burke off the stick of Vassilov. And he cannot get it in deep cleanly, and he's frustrated as the Mudbugs are offsides yet again. 10:39 remaining in the opening period. Lone Star on top, 1-0 in this one. Mudbugs Hockey tonight brought to you by Hydrate SBC. A couple of our friends, John and Hannah, came out to help us out with IVs for the team. Of course, the Mudbugs want to be prepared for anything that might come their way. They had 4 overtimes in the El Paso series. And so they made the trip, and we're glad to have them with us. HydrateSBC.com is where you want to go for all your information on getting detoxed, healthy IVs, an immunity cleanup, all kinds of great stuff. And they got great packages as well. And you want to be a part of that, they're located in Shreveport. Now down low behind the Brahmas net. Tied up and thrown down there was Tanner Morgan with his first shift of the night. He had 1 shift last night. And Coach Soupy thought it was good. And he wants some fresh legs here tonight. Along to the near half wall. Morgan getting roughed up a little bit as he twists it in behind the Brahmas cage. Now along to the end boards. Rolled in front, and Skorovic able to knock it up ahead there to McDonald. McDonald has it, gains his own left side, dropped off to Zavernuk. Shot save made there by Sagan Lescarbo. No rebound as he covers it up, pushing and shoving after the whistle. Murch is in there. There was a tie-up. Looked like Skorovic had it slammed in there by Fleet. It slammed in. Kimberly Jacks, our director of ticket sales, and she does an absolutely wonderful job at Kimberly at mudbugshockey.com. Face-off one there by Perichka. Fresh off a birthday celebrated last night with a win. Off the near side boards, the birthday boy has it. Perichka, Jasser, try the old give and go off the stick of Jasser, now behind the Lone Star cage. Now along our zone, played back out to center. Puck now dumped back into the Brahmas zone. Murakami's got it. He'll go off the far side boards, and the puck slid back out to center there by Bergeron. And now played on back is Sushinsky. Far side there to Austin, and he'll just drop it on back to Sushinsky. Mudbugs want to get a reset. This is called over by the bench. Sushinsky behind the cage, up off the stick of Boucher, and the puck is rammed in back into the Mudbug zone there by Tess, who had the lead assist on the only goal tonight. As Tess pulls a shot wide, another shot from Ingles from the right point, gets blocked in front there by Boucher. Now along to the far corner. Down low it goes on the stick of Hamstead. He gets sandwiched up. Hamstead now battles through along to the right wing. Shot toward the net there by Bergeron, and that one sailed wide of the Bugs net. Well, on the far side, held in there by Ingles. Boy, the Brahmas, good pressure here in the Mudbug zone. 8:50 to go, 8:15 rather, to go in the opening period. Now up off the stick. Tess can't handle it, and Cook able to slide it off the far side. Boards held in there, and a good stick there by Masick to throw it on back to his blue line. Played back up off the stick of Masick. Both teams need a wholesale line change. Now played off the near side boards. And now kicking around, taken there by Sable. Sable, good move and a shot toward the net. Good block in front there by Fleet. Behind the net now. That's Capello. He's got the only goal. Capello tried to work it in front, got held up there by Sushinsky. Now Sable floats one in front, and it's 8 up there by Fleet, up ahead to the right side. Broken out there by Morgan, and Morgan will mail it back in to the Lone Star zone. Slowed down there by Roloffs as he slaps it off the near side boards and back out to center. Murch played on back to Haru, up off the stick of Marino, and Litchard couldn't corral it cleanly. He'll go to the near corner, cycle it in down low there to Deeb. He'll work a cycle, and he worked it down low, but it was too far there for Marino to grab. Now through the middle, Zadvernuk up off the stick of Skorovic, and slowed down there by Sagan Lescarbo as Haru kicked it around a little bit. Haru was the hero last night with a pair of goals, and he's able to caress it off the near side glass and right back into the Brahmas zone. Stolen away. Jasser's got it. Jasser and the Mudbugs got some numbers. Thrown back. Deeb. Shot toward the net. Blocked in front. That was 8 up nicely there by Murakami and Zadvernuk. Lugged back out. Here's Skorovic. He sailed in, but he came in too early. 6:25 remaining in the opening period. Good pace to this one. Lone Star 1, Shreveport 0 in Game 2 of the South Division Finals. Big thank you to the Fleet family for making delicious chocolate croissants, and they delivered those in the afternoon, and it was perfect with the Chet Yoder 3 p.m. coffee load. And the Chet Yoder diet plan is kind of a work in progress, but then again, I'm going to be fasting for the rest of the day. I'm not intending not to eat after the game and wait till I get back home tomorrow morning to eat my next meal. So hopefully the recovery will be nice. But those were delicious, and a big thank you to the Fleet family for delivering those. Now along to the right side, chipped up ahead. That's Owen Kerr. He'll wrist it up ahead onto the stick of James. Shot toward the net. Centering feed got blocked. Now a tie-up taken there by Justin Kerr. Dropped off to Keskintepe. Shot toward the net from the near half wall. Kind of bounced around and gloved down there by Seguin Lescarbot. And he'll cover it up for a break in the action. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. We'll talk to the Mudbugs netminder, Elliot Seguin Lescarbot from Quebec City, Canada. Big hello to the Seguin Lescarbots. We're all tuned in tonight. And they are a good-looking family who gave birth to I felt like the Mudbugs had a few chances on net, but maybe they're right. You knew the Brahmas were going to come out storms ablazing, down 1-0 in this series. Worked in. Here's Bergeron. Shot toward the net. Glove down there from Seguin Lescarbot on a shot from Bergeron from the near corner. Another tie-up after the whistle. That'll remind our Mudbugs fans you can tune in and follow the Mudbugs on all our social media outlets. Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram at Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. They do a fantastic job. Of course, our staff, Lauren Keith, Paige Virgo, and myself, keep you in the loop of all the 5:35 remaining in the opening period. Brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Face off along the right wing circle. To the left of Seguin Lescarbot. Face-off tied up, one there by Litchard. This is something the Mudbugs are going to have to do as they're without Kyan Haldenby tonight, just like they were last night due to an upper body injury. He is tuned in tonight at home. We hope you're feeling better, and we hope to have you back for game number 3. Shot toward the net there by Isenberg, and a good stick there by Deeb, and it deflects into the protective netting. And there's a lot of things that Kyan Haldenby does right. It's not only getting the points. He leads the team in points in these playoffs, but it's winning face-off draws. Really good on the back check. He really prides himself for being a two-way centerman. Really reminds me of a young-looking Patrice Bergeron, Henrik Zetterberg. You know, you can maybe even throw in Joe Pavelski. A lot of guys who are really good on the two-way game. I think Pavelski's game kind of blossomed into a two-way game later in his career. But, I just named a couple of Frank Selke Trophy winners in Zetterberg and Patrice Bergeron. Of course, he's committed to Canisius, and he's in 04, so he most likely will come back next season. Face-off one there by the Bugs, played around to the far side. Austin trying to race up the far side of the ice, and he'll throw it on back there to Sushi up off the stick of Seminara. They'll rumble in. That's Parichka. Along into the near corner it goes. Tied up, pushing and shoving. Jasser's in there. Trying to work it off the walls there is Parichka, and now shaken out free there by Oteri. He'll angle it off the far side boards, held in there by Seminara. Seminara shot toward the net, and that one deflected just wide. Now along to the end boards, Oteri. Play to the near side there to McDonald. Played around to the left side, chipped up ahead, and carried back out to center there by Zadvernuk, and he wants to reset. He'll take a U-turn back, go up the middle, now drop it off there to Oteri. Through the middle, Oteri. He'll drift it on back there to Bergeron. He'll gallop back. Good forecheck here by Cook. Or check that. That was Keskintepe who had to go all the way back. Keskintepe now slides it across. Right there to Owen Kerr. Back in behind the Bugs net. Along to the far corner it goes. Held in there by Cook. Cook now throws it back out to center. He carries it through the middle. Dropped off left side. Now on over to Nickel. Dropped off there to Haru. Kicks it around. And he'll go ahead and slide it in behind the Brahmas cage. Tie up into the near corner. And played back out to center, up off the stick of Haru. Now touched back there into the Mudbug zone there by Murphy. To the near side there to Haru. Up far side, off the stick, through the middle. Here's Boucher, and he bombs one toward the net just ahead of the blue line. Glove down there by Roloffs. He drops it to keep play rolling. Hamstead able to grab it and swirl it in deep into the Mudbug zone. Now numbers, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Austin cleanly, good back check there by Tess to push the puck off. Now along in the corner there for Bergeron. He gets tied up there with Fleet along the walls. Now one out there to Vassalo, who will pop it up off the stick of Burke. And in deep it goes into the Brahmas zone. Now around to the left side. Stolen away there by Deeb. Deeb's got it now. Right wing. Fired toward the net. And that might have got a piece of Rolov's, and it went wide of the net. Along to the far corner it goes. Litcher tabbed all the way down there by Sable. Murphy on over to Marino. Marino will muscle it up ahead there to Deeb. Deeb's got it through the middle. He gains his own. Snaps a shot on net. And that's a routine glove stop made there by the Latvian netminder in Devs Rolovs. 1:59 remaining in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. We hope you're enjoying this one now after the whistle. Capello and Deeb had a few words and then a couple of flinch jobs between the two. And now Deeb getting in there, jaw-jacking away at Capello. The two look like they have a little bit of history. I don't know where that history would be. Face off one there by the Brahmas as they'll carom it off the far side window. Back out to center. Haru stumbles. Bugs avert disaster for now. Played back up top and now through the middle. There to Seminara. Here comes the big rig as they call him in New Baltimore, Michigan. He'll ring it in behind the Brahmas net. Now James has it and Fleet gets boxed up. Oh, tripped up there was James. Boucher might have got away with one there. As Zavernuk throws it off the near side boards. Now far side there to Austin. And Austin will go ahead and thump it in to the Brahmas zone, down to less than a minute to go here in the period. The Brahmas won, the Mudbugs nothing. Late in the first period of game number 2 of the South Division Finals. Oh, down low, Bergeron lifts one on net, and a point-blank save made there by Sagan Lescredible. Boy, Bergeron had a lot of time and space. The Mudbugs couldn't get it out, and now Nickel and Justin Kerr tied up. Some face washing going on. The officials are there now to break that one up. Boy, you feel like a fight's going to stew at some point here. It's boiling up to that point. Boy, Justin Kerr making lots of friends on the Mudbugs bench right now. And a lot of eyes on that Mudbugs bench looking over at the Lone Star bench. They look like they've seen something really nice to look at. Like a chocolate ice cream cake with thin, I'd say a chocolate cake with, mint and chip ice cream in it. That's my favorite. I haven't had that in years. Take a day off from the Chet Yoder diet plan to divulge in one of those babies. They're still looking at that Lone Star bench. It just looks odd. They're all interested spectators on what the Brahmas are doing right now. Face off one there by the Bugs. Kissed off the near side window, back out to center. And now we got a whistle as the Brahmas are offsides. Shots on goals 12-3 in favor of the South Stop team. .36 seconds remaining in the opening period. Face off near Mudbugs blue line. Face off tied up and taken there by Burke. Wins that draw. Burke over to Murphy and chipped off the far side boards and all the way into the Brahmas zone. Errant pass, and Ingles will grab it. And he'll be able just to skid it back out to center. Now Burke's got it, dropped over to Haru. Haru now will saucer it on over to McKay, and he'll slay it in. In deep behind the Brahmas net off the near side boards. And taken there by got broken up there by Vassalo. Up ahead, and the Mudbugs run out of time as Litchard spanks one in well after the whistle. Well, the Mudbugs can't be too upset with the score. They know they're going to have to clean some stuff up after what looked like a shaky opening period for Coach Soupy and his club. Shots on goal, the Brahmas 12, The Mudbugs 3. The Brahmas lead 1-0 on the goal from Anthony Capello. And that goal came at 1:40 into the opening period. Your score after 1 period of play. It is the Brahmas 1, the Mudbugs 0. The Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show is coming up after these messages. This is Shreveport Mudbugs playoff hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisor, here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. 94188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals.
For having me, it's always a pleasure talking with you.
Talk about what it's like. You know, this is your first playoff taste, in the NAHL. You get a 5-game series. Lots of ups, lots of downs, kind of riding that roller coaster. Overall, just looking back at it, that experience, talk about how you've been feeling.
I've been feeling good, and I know our team has had a lot of good moments. So another thing is the fans helped us a lot. I think they hear us say it a lot. It's really something, and just heading into Game 5 on Monday, you're not. You can expect not a lot of fan, but that was crazy, and everybody's just cheering for us. It gives us a lot of energy and momentum for the whole game. So it was very nice so far to experience this, and the guys before I came here said, you're going to see in the playoffs, it's going to be something different with the fans and everything, and I can very feel it, and it's something very nice.
When you won Game 1, it was great, smooth sailing. I know Game 2. I have a few questions about Game 2. Yeah. Of course, 4 overtimes. Is that the longest game you've ever been a part of? Have you ever been a part of a game like that?
I've never been part of a game like this. I think my longest overtime in my life before this game was probably around 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, not super long. So it was something to experience, and it was so fun. You're playing 2 games back to back, and you got to rest between the periods and stay focused. That's the thing, because you have your gear on for almost 6 hours, which is crazy. So it was very fun and kind of a once-in-a-lifetime moment. It can't happen again, of course, but you don't experience this every game. So it was fun to experience it.
As a goaltender, when you're going into those intermissions, between each overtime, are you getting stretched out? Do you grab anything to eat or drink? Because I know some guys don't like to touch those kinds of things. What was your thing that you were doing for some of those intermissions?
So first of all, you got to drink a lot of water because it's very important because you sweat a lot. For the stretching part, it's more after the game.
Okay.
And then I have, kind of some salts that I drink too with water just to stay hydrated. Okay. And I always eat a few snacks in between the periods that have carbs that can give me quick energy. So that's kind of my routine, I'd say. So, yeah.
And then, of course, they asked you about it at the media luncheon. You have your equipment issue, and you have to go back to the bench. You watch Nikolai Goich, coming in cold. You've done it. I don't even have to ask you. What is your first kind of train of thought when you're coming in as a cold goaltender? I mean, you're obviously maybe not looking for a shot right away.
So, actually, when I came in my life, it was usually when your team is down. Yeah. So, what happened with Nico? Kind of a broken play. Mm-hmm. So, at first, like you said, I was a little bit frustrated because, you give a lot of time, a lot of effort, and finally to lose the game. But but you just gotta, it's part of playoff hockey. You're not gonna win them all, and sometimes you're gonna lose. And we might have played 2 games in back-to-back. We played 1 game, of course, but like in terms of time, we might have played the equivalent of 2 games, but it just counts as 1. So you just gotta, might be frustrated like in the moment, but you just gotta forget about it quickly and get ready to work again, work hard, and then get ready for next game. And I think that's what I did, and it helped me a lot.
At that time, I think it was down to about less than 10 seconds, because I don't think you're trying that with like a minute left or there was too much time left. Do you practice this? I have to ask you, because I've watched practice. I don't remember you or Nikolai Goich ever kind of winging them down the ice.
Or something, but just when we have a little bit of time and wants to practice it just for fun. So, usually we practice before, like when the ice is still like just fresh.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different thing in the game and everything. So yeah, we practice it just sometimes for fun, and I don't want to rush the opportunity. It might come another time, but yeah, it didn't work for this time, and it's okay.
And you speak about how it's your grandma's dream to kind of fulfill.
And I think yesterday she had a little smile when she saw me try. I mean, in Game 5 when she saw me try, she had a little smile and told me after the game, like, "Hey, I'm still proud you still tried." And it's just. But the thing is, you don't have to rush it. It's gonna come whenever it's gonna come, and. Like you said, if there's a minute left, you might not want to try it because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're getting scored and then there's still a minute left. So, no, it's just all about the situation and the context.
So we've seen some of the guys with their celebrations when they score. We've seen Hayden Nickel, he's kind of revving up the motor. We got Kyan Hallaby, who goes down to a knee. I think Vassal, he just yells. I don't know, he just yells at the bench. Do you have a celebration? Have you kind of thought about what you want to do? Are you going to rush to the bench and give them the old hands? Do you have the whole thing kind of like dreamed out?
I think it's just whenever it's gonna come. I'm gonna celebrate like how I feel. I haven't planned it.
One of my favorite traditions is the handshake. I know that sometimes there's a lot of animosity amongst one another. Of course, some guys know each other from last year. You see a lot of pushing, shoving, hard hitting, and when you line up, it's all about the handshakes and the hugs. When you and Michael Manzi got into the middle, seemed like a little bit more of a longer, pat on the back, pat on the chest. Can you kind of describe what that conversation was about?
So he was devastated, which is understandable because I would be too, and he played unbelievable in the playoffs and give his team a good chance. So I just basically told him to keep his head up because he did very well. And I told him that it was a very classy move when he came to me in Game 2. When we lost in 4th overtime, he came to me and said, "Keep your head up," little thing like this. So I just kind of did the same thing and told him that, good job for what you did and keep your head up, man.
What's it been like now? We've had Coach Rich with us longer than we've ever had him in the season because he can only come every once in a while. Now he's going to stick around for the whole playoffs. How big is that for you to have him here and not over a Zoom call?
It's nice because he's always at the practices too. So whenever you have like a quick question or something, when you get scored in practice and you're like, oh, what did I do wrong? And then now you can know. So he's doing an amazing job, even though when he's not like in person here, he's doing an amazing job. But having him here is just speaking in French.
Yeah.
But the thing is that sometimes when you speak in French and there's people around, they don't know.
Let's not leave Nikolai out.
Yeah. So Nico is like, oh, it's annoying, but he's joking, obviously. But like, so.
Simon Bushler, a guy you met this year who was last year's goaltender, he just told me he really liked the helmet. What was your big motivation for being a goalie when you were young?
Well, I think my biggest motivation was I remember being very young and watching hockey at the television and just sitting in front of the TV and watching the Canadians play, and Carey Price was there and he was time in Montreal, so I saw him and just fell in love with the goaltending. So when I started hockey pretty late. I think around 8, which is not super late, but for a Canadian, Canadian starts very early. So, when I started goalie first, I haven't tried to play forward because like I said, I was watching Carey Price and then fell in love. And when I was playing, I felt like I was doing the right thing. It's just so much fun for me, and it means everything.
And then, of course, your family. I mean, last time I checked, being a goaltender, it isn't cheap. And so they've obviously given you so much, and they've made a lot of trips down, which is pretty cool. I think it's pretty neat. They've actually stayed extended weeks, which is always really cool. Talk about what your mom and dad, of course, your brothers mean to you, just your family. I know that you couldn't be able to do this without them.
Well, my parents have made so much things for me. I'm so grateful. I also have 2 brothers, and they both played hockey when we were younger. So having 3 kids playing hockey, you're going to spend first a lot of money, a lot of time, and not a lot of weekend at home. So they did a lot for us, and like I said, I'm so grateful. They're the reason I'm here right now, and I can't say thank you enough. And everybody in my family is making sacrifices, like I said, for my parents and also my brothers. I've always lived with them, still living at my parents' house, so it was kind of hard, leaving them. And also I have a girlfriend, which we've been together for a long time, so it's another sacrifice. But I think we're living this great. Everybody in my family, we're just very happy. So no, everybody's doing great and doing a lot for me, which I appreciated so much.
A fan asked me this, and I want to remember to ask you this. How many shots do you need to see during warm-ups to know that, okay, I'm good to go? Do you have like a set amount in your head when you take shots and then you switch, you and Goich would switch? Do you have like a feel there? I don't know. I asked the fan, I would ask you.
So I have like a precise number, but I just basically I go in the net and make a couple save, and when I feel that my legs are getting a little tired, then I go out of the net. But I always go out on a save, so I usually try to make last save and then switch and let Nico get in. So not a precise amount of shots, just when I feel great and whenever I feel it's the time to go out.
That is Elliot Seguin-Lescarbot of the Shreveport Mudbugs. Thank you so much for the time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Playoff Hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-6.
Boy, Dan Wildfong had a healthy and hearty conversation with the officials, trying to lobby for some calls down the road. Another good-looking crowd here at the Shoebox. And, what feels like a must-win game for the Brahmas, but a chance for the Mudbugs to grab a stranglehold on the series if they were to prevail and win in this game. The puck now shoveled in deep into the Mudbug zone if the Brahmas win the draw. Play it around to the far side. We're underway here in the second period. Now far wing shot. That goes high on the Mudbugs net, but it's gloved down anyways there by Seguin-Lescarbot, and a shot there by Bergeron. 16 seconds gone by here in the second period. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from the NYTEX Sports Center. Want to remind our fans, 2024-2025 season tickets go on sale on Monday. You want to give us a call at 318-636-7094 or email Miss Kimberly Jacks, Kimberly@mudbugshockey.com. Lock up your season tickets for next season of Mudbugs Hockey. It should be another great one. Lots of great privileges, exclusive parties, good gifts. Just be a part of the Mudbugs family and lock up your seat for all the home games next season. And Mudbugs had won the draw and then lost possession. Played back out to center there to Ingles. And Ingles will rock it back into the Mudbug zone. Slowed down there by Seguin-Lescarbot. Suzinski intercepted. Skorovec thrown across off the stick and broken up there by Austin. Now gloved down there by Burke. Burke will chip it to the right side and worked back out there by Vassalo, and Vassalo will rim it in. Boy, Ryan Burke looks very frustrated right now as he fell down, lost his balance, and came off for a line change. Now McDonald will kick it in. And now we got a penalty coming up. It looks like it's a boarding infraction. And this one's going against Lone Star. Ingles in the box. And the Mudbugs go right back on the Scott Powerline power play. They're 5th in this series. Mudbugs power play overall 9th out of all the postseason teams. 2 for 17 on the man advantage, brought to you by Scott Powerline. Lone Star's PK really darn good. They've had 17 against and only given up 1, and they're at 94%. Tied up, the Brahmas win that draw. Played back out free. Vassalo over to Haru. Now to Vassalo, he has it. Boarding is the call on Ingles. Now to Haru. Fire toward the net. Save made. Rebound to the back end. Another right pad save made there by Rolovs. And a stellar stop, the first one of the night for the Brahmas netminder. As that is the greatest A of chances. And the first one for the Bugs tonight as well. Spun around Haru. Trying to get off the full court press here. Tied up. And now far side, Deeb works it in now. Over to Litchard. He gets bumped off the puck. Now taken, spun around, and Auteri can't clear. Thrown across, now far half wall. Burke down low. Shot for the net. They score! Brent Litchard tucks it in from the short side and around the left pad of Rolovs. And Morale even 1-1. Boy, Brent Litchard with a perfect feed from Ryan Burke. And I said something about Ryan Burke having to get her going. He gets the power play going early. And the Mudbugs tie it up early in the second. Great work from Litchard off the perfect feed from Burke. Just the third power play goal in these playoffs, and it's a big one, and maybe it gets the Mudbugs train rolling again. It's Litchard's second of these playoffs. Now a shot toward the net, blocked in front. Oh, a hard hit through the middle, tied up. Now a penalty coming up. Oh no, the hand went up. It's going to be head contact. And the first power play of this for Lone Star. Nichols going in. And here is an early chance. Boy, Lone Star's power play. We're seeing it for the first time. First choice personnel penalty kill. Not very good for Lone Star right now. They're 14th best out of all the playoff teams. 1 for 9 in these playoffs. Shreveport's power play or penalty kill has been up and down in this playoffs, but they have killed off 9 out of 11. Now, on a takedown as Zadvernuk gets hauled down there by Litchard as the puck now saucered back in to the Brahmas. Oh, shot to the net. Oh, there was a chance there for Cook as he tried to cap the Brahmas napping. Worked back in. Here's Owen Kerr, right wing shot, he scores! Boy, Owen Kerr sliced and diced his way through the Mudbugs penalty kill and wired one home, and the Brahmas have the lead again, just like that. My goodness, what an answer. So both teams able to take advantage of their first power play opportunities. That's just great work from the Brahmas. Boy, Owen Kerr with the power play goal. And the Brahmas, boy, a shift after a goal, so dangerous. They're able to draw the penalty, and now they have the puck right back into the Mudbug zone. Now played back up top left point. Good poke job there by Seminara to get it out of the zone. Mudbugs got to keep battling here. Able to get more shots on net in this period than they did all together in the opening period. Now worked in. Played off the far side boards. Held in there, right point, turnaround shot. There by Boucher, got blocked, held in there by Austin. Now played off the near side boards all the way down. In deep into the Mudbug zone. Played off the left side over to Nickel. Nickel has it. Boy, a couple of goals in a quick span in this game. Just less than 2 minutes apart between both goals. James' shot gets blocked in front. Litchard scores at 1:58. And then Owen Kerr capitalizes with the first of the playoffs from Jacob McDonald and Devs Roloffs, who gets an assist on that one at 3:31. Oh, no! Tucked in front. Sprawling out there is Sagan Lescarnabeau. And now along to the far corner. Lugged back out to center. Deeb up through the middle. Here's Murphy. Onto the stick of Deeb, and he couldn't get it in cleanly. The Brahmas 2, the Mudbugs 1. Shot toward the net. Save made. There was a rebound as Murphy threw one toward the net. Now turnaround shot there by Marino, and another stop made there by Roloffs. And we get a break in the action. .534 gone by here in the second. Game number 2 of the South Division Finals. Lone Star 2, Shreveport 1. Shots 15-9 in favor of the Brahmas now. It was once 12-3. Be sure to get your tickets for game number 3 of the South Division Finals next Friday night back at George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. Give us a call at 318-636-7094 or by logging on to mudbugshockey.com. You can also email Miss Kimberly Jacks, Kimberly at mudbugshockey.com. It's off tied up. The Brahmas have it. Out of the near side there to McDonald. He'll whip it off the near side boards. Held it. Oh, blocked off there by Murch, and Murch will sling it right into the Brahmas zone. The puck now gashed back out to center, taken there by Skrovic. He comes in, right side. Skrovic, backhander. Left pad save made there by Sagan Lescarboa on the short side. Now bounced around, knocked in. Mudbugs can't get it out. And a good stick there by McKay. Look out, that one came off with some steam, and it looked like it might have grazed off the cheek of a young lady. She seems to be all right. She seems geeked up, and everybody seems okay. But you never know when a puck can fly in there. Oh, boy, there was a young lady behind her that might have got a piece of it. And now she's getting checked up on. Well, I didn't see that. The other lady was blocking that young lady, and she looks like she's maybe 5 years old, and I think she might have got her world jolted a bit. Face-off won there by the Bugs, played off the protective netting, and this face-off will stay in deep in the Mudbug zone. .606 gone by here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. The Brahmas 2, the Mudbugs 1. The Brahmas with goals from Capello and Owen Kerr. The Mudbugs get one from Litchard. Both teams trade power play goals in the second. Of course, Litchard's second of these playoffs from Ryan Burke and Will Murphy. It looks like that young lady now is okay. Just got a little bit of a scare. And she's getting tended to by the Brahmas staff. Now through the middle. Perichka spun around and all the way in into the near corner. Now firing toward the net. Stick save made there on a shot there by Austin from the left point. Now the near side. Austin on to Sushinsky. Boy, a lot better second period for the Bugs than it was in the first. And, I thought Nickel got a piece of it, but the puck is floored all the way down for icing on Shreveport. Shots on goal, 16-10 in favor of Lone Star. If you want to celebrate your next birthday at George's Pond, you better hurry up before the ice comes out of that barn. Private party room, private ice time are available. Give us a call at 318-636-7094. Ask for the very lovely Miss Lauren. Celebrate your next birthday party at George's Pond and Hearst Coliseum. Shot toward the net. That one pinballed around on a shot there by Owen Kerr looking for another. That was an alert save made there by Sagan Lescarboa. Now Mirakami caroms it off the near side boards. Chipped up ahead. Here's James. And a good stick lift there by Haru. Haru's got it now through the middle. Haru carefully, far side up off the, and it deflects into the Brahmas zone. Now behind the Brahmas net, the Mudbugs hold the zone. That's Boucher. Good work along to the far corner, and now taken away there by Mirakami, and now taken there by Justin Kerr, and he'll lug it back out to center, and it's infraction. Boy, Logan Haru thinks calls bogus, to paraphrase, reading his lips. Logan Haru, one of the animated players on this Mudbugs team, will sit for two. Second power play of the night for Lone Star. And now Coach Soupy wants a word as he's in front of the Mudbugs bench. Well, he's barking out at Clay. Clay said, I don't have time to chat with you at this moment. Clay not in the chatting mood. Coach Soupy, loud and boisterous. Another power play for the Brahmas, their second of the night. First choice personnel penalty kill will get to work. Face-off tied up and taken there by Fleet. And Fleet able to rip a shot or a puck off the near side boards and all the way down. Now tied up, stolen away. Oh, a takedown as Burke got taken down and he gets roughed up. Coach Soupy barking for a call. Into the near corner, thrown across, up off the stick of Zavernuk, a backhand centering feed. That one whistled wide to the right point there to McDonald. McDonald now will forward it into the near corner. Good push here by Zavernuk. Zavernuk has it. Far wing, fired toward the net, blocked in front. And Fleet able to grab it and swat it all the way down. Boy, pushing and shoving. Now Fleet gets pushed around there by Ingles in the Mudbugs bench. And now some lip service going on between both benches. I'm sure Dan Wildfong got involved in that one as well. As Bergeron able to gun it back into the Mudbug zone. Along to the near corner, tied up now. Into the near half wall. Murakami can't hold the zone. Played back out to center, down to 45 seconds remaining on Haru's interference infraction. Played back to Murakami. Murakami skipped up ahead there off the stick of James and then off the stick of Bergeron. Austin will bomb it off the near side boards and all the way in. Now Cook, shorthanded opportunity. Thrown in front, just missed the stick of Nickel. Played back up the ice from left to right. Here's Skarovic coming in around the far corner. Tough angle shot. Right pad save made there by Sagan Lescarabo. Last chance for the Brahmas on the man advantage. Tess will take a U-turn back. And now a pass gets broken up. And the Brahmas come up empty as Haru will join the rush. Haru trying to hit a few bodies around as he came out of the penalty box. Back to 5-on-5 we go. 1 for 2 of the Brahmas on the man advantage. Coming up on the midway point of this contest. The Brahmas 2, the Mudbugs 1 in game number 2 of the South Division Finals. The Mudbugs lead the best-of-5 series 1-0. Up off the stick of Seminara. He'll skitter it into the Brahmas zone. And held in there. Tied up there, Jasser, and now Seminara holds his own, fires one toward the net, save made. Oh boy, Roloff's didn't see another shot toward the net. Oh, and it directs and deflects into the near corner. Boy, that was a good chance there for Seminara. Held in there by Fleet. On over to Murch. Murch now. On over to Parichka. Parichka to the right point. And he can't get it in deep. It's blocked off there by Emmons, and Emmons will sky it back into the Mudbug zone. And now a roller on net. Easily gloved away there by Sagan Lescarabal. Great pace to this one with 9:15 to go here in the second. Shots on goal in favor of the Brahmas, 18-12. They lead it 2-1 in the score department. As now a puck gets a piece of the Brahmas bench, and we got a break in the action. It is the Brahmas 2, the Mudbugs 1 in game number 2 of the South Division Finals. We're in the second period. This is Shreveport Mudbugs playoff hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into the shoebox. The Nitec Sports Center in North Richland Hills, Texas. 9:05 to go here in the second period. The Mudbugs are trailing this one 2-1. Stick around for the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. as I'll have a conversation with the assistant equipment manager, Mason Kazi. Some people missed that one, and our good old buddy chit-chatted with us, and we had a good conversation. Shared a hotel room with Mason Kazi and the other equipment manager, Alexandra Savage, of course, who missed the last road trip, and I know he has a sick fiance, Miss Brooke Hill, who's getting better. I know she's had to go through quite a few surgeries in the hospital room, but I've heard she's getting better, and all our hearts and prayers go out to Miss Brooke Hill, Alexandra Savage's fiance. I'm glad she's doing better. Now worked into the Mudbug zone. Burke able to carry it out through the middle. He went to the left up off the stick of Murphy. Now galloped that, taken there by Haru. Haru going to take a U-turn back behind his own net. Now played off the near side boards. Haru up ahead, right side there to McKay. McKay bumped off the puck there by Keskintepi. And now tied up now. And now Haru and Keskintepi get tied up in front of the Mudbugs bench. We got a takedown, and they're going to let him play. Here's McKay around to the right side. Thrown toward the net. Save made. Rebound chance. They score! I believe it went off the stick of Burke and into the back of the net. And we are tied again. Mudbugs 2, the Brahmas 2. The Mudbugs keep clawing back in this one. And they've evened it up yet again. Boy, both teams, I think, wanted a call in front of the Mudbugs bench, and both teams got denied. And Ryan Burke able just to get a piece of it and scrape it across the goal line and into the net. I believe it's Ryan Burke who touched it first. We'll get the official call in just a second. If it is Burke, it's his second of these playoffs. And boy, the Mudbugs keep coming. Boy, the motto this year is claw to the cup, and the Mudbugs are clawing in this one. It's Burke from McKay and Vassalo. And great work on a greasy goal that goes their way. All right, back in now. Murakami and the Brahmas come right back in. Up off the near side boards. Taken now. Played off the near side, up off the stick of Sable. Now a shot toward the net, right pad save, rebound chance, score! That was Sable. No, check that. I believe it was Masick. And another goal for Lone Star and another lead for Lone Star. Boy, the initial save made from the right pad of Sagan Lescarbot, and it's Charlie Masick who roofs in the goal from the far corner. Boy, a wild second period. .7-11 remaining here in the second. And the Brahmas yet with another answer in this game. Boy, altogether 5 goals in this period alone. Right back. Here come the Brahmas as they able to drift the puck in deep. Now into the far corner it goes. Boy, 5 goals in this second period alone. Shots 20-13 in favor of the Brahmas. They're looking for more. Played back up top now. Isenberg. Shot toward the net. Traffic. It got blocked. And now the Mudbugs have it. That's Parichka to the far side. Boy, a turn of events in this game. Played off the near side boards, and now Nickel will grab it back in his own zone. Thrown through the middle, up off the stick of Cook. Mudbugs got onside, and it's whacked in there by Boucher. So Charlie Masick able to roof in the latest goal. And for Masick, it is his first of these playoffs. And worked into the near corner. That's Saxton Test, played back up top now. Left point, Keskintepe a drive, and it gets blocked in front there by Boucher, and into the protective netting it goes. The Brahmas 3, the Mudbugs 2. And we've seen a couple of back and forth goals from each team. 5:41 to go here in the second. Lone Star on top, 3-2 in game number 2. Face off right wing circle. Lots of Mudbugs fans making the trip, enjoying themselves. Glad to have them with us. And if you're at home or wherever you may be, we're glad to have you with us as well. It's another good one between these two bitter foes. Tied up now near half wall. Sushinsky banks it off the far side boards. And the puck knifed in there by Vasilov. Into the near corner. McKay and the Bugs continue to fight here. McKay going to grab it in the near corner. Thrown out to Litchard. Litchard fired toward the net. Rebound! Oh, up off the stick, and a pad save made there as Austin got robbed at the doorstep. And, boy, it was bouncing around, and it skittered in front. Now along to the far corner. Now carried back out. Deeb to Litchard. Through the middle. Litchard skates in. Dropped off there to McKay. A backhander toward the net. And it got eaten up there by Oteri. Up off the skate of Zadvernuk. Played back out to center. And Deeb left side there to Haru. Haru will go ahead and McDonald. Room those two together up. We got 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes, and I like it. If you're the Mudbugs, get a little open ice to work with. Face off to the right of Sagan Lescardabon. Face off tied up now. Murakami, far circle, skates in. Got a stick tied up, now going to tuck it around. The pad thrown in front. James's shot gets blocked. James now has it, thrown down low. Oh, off the skate of Zadvernuk, and Zadvernuk's having trouble handling the puck tonight. He has been fighting it all game long, it seems. Now Nickel gets position. He'll get it out free to the near side there to Fleet. Fleet waits. Fleet will pelt it through the neutral zone and now played on back there to Murch. Murch slides it on over to Nickel. 3-2 contest in favor of the Brahmas. The largest lead has been 1 goal, and the Mudbugs have never led in it. Fleet going to take his time. That's called over by the bench yet again. Going to get set up, try to work some circles around. And now to the left side there to Austin, played on back to Fleet. Fleet now to the near side there to Austin. Austin thrown through the middle, taken there by Burke. Off the back skate of Fleet. Fleet going to take it all the way back. Got to be careful here as Fleet now takes a U-turn back. Thrown up ahead now. Left side, gaining the zone. Austin over to Litcher. Down low. Got blocked in front. That's a good block there by Justin Kerr. Now along the end boards behind the Brahmas net. 2:43 remaining here in the second. 30 seconds to go on 4-on-4 hockey. Into the near corner. Tied up Austin. Now Burke thrown in front. Just under the stick of Litcher. Back the other way. 2-on-1. Here's Ingles. Waits, thrown across. Kerr tucked one in. And oh, he couldn't tuck it around. And we got a whistle. Boy, they had the lane, and it just got off the sweet part of the stick of Justin Kerr coming in. Boy, he had the short side edge, and he got taken down. As the net comes off its mooring with 13 seconds remaining of 4-on-4 hockey time. .224 remaining here in the second. Face off right wing circle. Bug zone. Here's Auteri. Thrown across. Good stick to sweep it out of trouble. Now down low. Now up front. And Jasser able to grab it, but he kicked it around a little bit. Up ahead. Right back to himself. And he'll go ahead and lambaste it in deep into the Brahmas zone. Far corner. Masick up ahead. Held in there by Fleet. Now thrown behind Seminara right in front of us. As the puck deflects out of play. .135 remaining here in the second period. It is the Brahmas out in front of this one, 3-2. The latest goal from Charlie Masick is first of the playoffs from Isenberg and Murakami at 12:48. It was a minute after Ryan Burke scored to tie the game up for a second time in this game. Face off, left wing circle, deep in the Brahmas zone. Shots 23-15 in favor of Lone Star. Hayden Nickel to take it for the Bugs. Now Haru will take a skate on back behind his own cage and throw a home run pass. Looked like they whistled that down. Boy, the Mudbugs bench didn't like it. Star will take it all the way back and kill off. We'll go ahead and smack it all the way down. Down to 15 seconds remaining in the period. This power play will most likely carry on over into the third. Unless the Mudbugs can take advantage. Oh no! Murphy gave it away! Shot toward the net, right pad save made there by Bergeron. Boy, Murphy a little there. And now Ingles will bank it off the near side boards, and that'll do it for the period. 5 goals combined, or check that, 4 goals combined in the period. My math failed me there, forgive me. 2 by each team, as it is the Brahmas 3, the Mudbugs 2. The Mudbugs will have a power play for $1.18 going into the third period. Stick around for the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Playoff Hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisor on the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show, joined by one of my favorites, assistant equipment manager. I think that's fair to say, right, Mason Kazi, joining us here?
I think so.
Yeah. You're slowly going to start taking the head reins, if you make, any more of these road trips, don't you think?
I think so. I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm slowly taking Alex's spot.
How did you get into being an equipment manager? Kind of just give us your background real briefly.
So I was up here one summer just volunteering, and at the end, Muskie offered me the assistant equipment manager position.
Did you know about Mudbug Soccer? Because I know your grandfather works concessions. Is that kind of how you got at least your way into working in the summer?
Yeah, that's how it happened. I actually went up there and asked if I could help out, and he said yeah.
So being an equipment manager, we see you guys. We probably saw you, I think, was it frantically running? I think it was in the 4 overtime game with, Sagan Lescarbot having a little bit of trouble. But, talk about some of the things that you do on a daily basis when you get to the rink.
Like when I first get there, probably fill up bottles maybe if I get there that early. And then take the bottles off the bench, laundry, maybe sharpen some skates, fix a helmet or two if they need it. Then put Getch away. That's about it.
And you're able to make some road trips. Was this always a thing that you wanted to do? Because I know you made one last year. Now you've made quite a few this year.
It's kind of on the list. It can be stressful at times, but it's definitely fun for sure.
What's your favorite part of the job?
Probably being with the boys, hearing stories about where they're from, about just things that they do,
Who is your who would be your favorite player on the team?
Ooh. I don't know.
Tough. We got a good group too.
I don't know if I could choose a favorite.
Okay, then one that I guess you genuinely like.
Probably Logan Haru. Logan Haru. He's a special one. I already know I'm his favorite.
Is there any truth to the rumor that you put his clothes in the shower and let it soak?
Oh, I did do that once, but found out he called me and started yelling at me. He was pretty upset.
But he's still your favorite, huh?
Still my favorite.
I love that. Who would be the most difficult Mudbug on the team? Now, when I want to preface when I say difficult, doesn't mean that he's a bad guy, but he's high maintenance.
Probably Deeb. He's always coming to me Friday night right before the game. Can I get laces? Your laces are fine. You're good.
So when he wants laces, that means replace his laces?
Yeah, replace them both.
Oh my goodness.
Play it again.
Did you ever play pickup hockey? You must have played some pickup hockey somewhere.
Stick and puck.
Yeah.
A couple of times whenever they had it.
What position are you, a lefty or a righty?
Righty.
Are righties cooler than lefties?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Only because I'm a righty, but 100%.
If you had a second favorite player on the team, would it be Kyan Haldenby?
Nah.
No. Where would he rank?
Somewhere in the middle.
Okay, you like to give him a little grief.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I always pick on him.
If you had a second favorite Mudbug, who would it be then? Who's right next to Hero, but just not quite there?
Probably Hayden Nickel.
Why?
He got me out of my shell when I first started. I was pretty shy. So did Hero, but Hero stuck with me throughout the past couple years. Hayden's kind of drifted away a little bit.
Now, being in, like, I know you're in high school. Is this something you want to do at, like, a higher level? Have you ever even given that any kind of thought?
It's definitely something I think about just because I've started so young that I think I can go far in it. But it's definitely, like, something I want to do, but just depends on if I can do it, you know.
Before I let you go, we're all thinking about the Robertson Cup. You know, this team, feel like this is a good group. They're obviously in the middle of this series now with the Brahmas. What would you say their chances are?
I think if we can beat Lone Star, we got a pretty good chance of making it all the way.
There you go. That's Mason Con.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
You know, we only get one called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and will reward you. All of these require a plan. We offer services including along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
Center, and Zadvernuk will grab it back to Keskentepe. They'll work some more clock and chip it up off the near side boards. And McDonald, cross-ice pass taken away there by Parichka. Penalty is over. And the Mudbugs come up empty yet again. They're 1 for 3 on the man advantage. Near side up off the stick of Masick. Through the middle. Oh, blocked off. Masick's got it. Now Masick will get that pass broken up there by Parichka. Played off the near side board. Seminara able to roll it up ahead right side, and it's Parichka who will power it into the Brahmas zone. Play to the near side. That's Tess. Tess dropped off to the near side there to Ingles. Ingles cross-ice feed up off the stick of Tess. Now nudged on back to the blue liners. That's Haru. Haru had a pair of goals tonight. They might need some heroics once again from him tonight. Tries to make something happen here in the near half boards. Taken away. Here's Boucher. Gains the zone. Gets blocked off there by Oteri. Into the near corner. The puck floated. Batted around there by Haru. And now played back out to center. And the puck skitters into the Mudbug zone for icing on the Brahmas. 4:57 gone by here in the Sterling Dental Center third. It is the Lone Star Brahmas 3 and the Shreveport Mudbugs 2. If you want to get group tickets, you can for game number 3 next Friday night at George's Pond. Get 10 people or more, $10 a ticket for game number 3 of the South Division Finals. 7-11 puck drop next Friday. Give us a call at 318-636-7094 or email Ms. Kimberly Jacks at kimberly@mudbugshockey.com. Bring your next group out to a Mudbugs game. And now we got a late substitution here as Marino checks in for the Bugs. Face off right wing circle. Tied up. One there by Litchard. Thrown across. Fired toward the net. And that one whistled wide. That one had a lot of steam on it from Fleet. Into the near corner it goes. Played back up top, but Murch can't hold his own. Murch far side there to Fleet. Through the middle it goes there to Deeb. Deeb will gallop back. Roll it up ahead off the stick of Oteri, who fell down. As the puck is spoon-fed in deep in the Brahmas zone. Held up now, trying to get his stick off. That was Marino who got tied up there with Justin Kerr. Kerr now rumbles in to the Mudbug zone. And he got outnumbered, and Sushinsky able to scoot it back out to center. And now taken back in. Here's Capello. Right wing, thrown toward the net. Too far there for Owen Kerr to touch one in. Now Vassalo will rim it in. Mudbugs needing something big from their big players. Colin Vassalo, who's had a good postseason. They need some more out of him tonight. As the puck is kicked back out to center. That's a good job there by Masick. Got his stick tied up, but enough to get his skate to kick it all the way down. Still plenty of time in this game. 13:50 remaining here in the third. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from the Shoebox in North Richland Hills, Texas. It's the Brahmas 3, the Mudbugs 2. Into the far corner it goes. Now played around to the near side. Now behind the net, that's Isenberg to Mirakami, who's able to jar it up ahead onto the stick of Owen. Scaled back out there by Keskintepi. Along to the left side, Austin able to rifle it back into the Brahma zone. Along to the end boards, Keskintepi pins it up. We got a whistle. Another great-looking crowd tonight here at the Nitech Sports Center. Big thanks to all the Brahmas and the Mudbugs fans for filling up this joint. It's off tied up and taken there by the Brahmas. Off the near side. Now the Mudbugs come in. That's Deeb. Top of the far circle, thrown in front. Sticks. He is one of the leaders on this Brahmas team. Face-off will come to the right of roll-offs. Once again, Game 3 next Friday night at George's Pond and Hearst Coliseum. Be sure to get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094. The other quick way of getting connected to Mudbugs hockey tickets is emailing our awesome Director of Ticket Sales, Miss Kimberly Jacks, who's in the building right now. I have not spotted her yet. She might be hiding from me, but you don't have to hide from her. You just got to email her. Kimberly at mudbugshockey.com. Face off to the right of roll-offs. Tied up and won there by the Bugs, or by the Brahmas. Terry angles it off the near side boards. And now sticked back out there by Marino, back out to center. Haru going to glide on back into his own zone and take his time. To Murphy. Murphy to the near side there to Haru. Up ahead, taken away there by Oteri. To Tess. And Tess will slap it in up off the stick now of Hamstead. Hamstead along the corner, tied up there with Haru. Now Haru gets a body, and he works it back out to center. Haru able to smack it in deep into the Brahma zone. Played back out to center. Now Bergeron through the middle. On to the stick of Mirakami. Mirakami across, onto the stick of James. And good job there by Fleet to finesse it back out to center as the puck now twisted back into the Mudbug zone. Taken there by Fleet up ahead to the right side there to Vassalo. Through the middle, here's Burke. Burke fires one toward the net, gets blocked. He has one goal tonight. That's Burke. Spun around there is Vassalo. Up ahead, little space. Here's Justin Kerr coming around the corner. Fired toward the net. Stick save made there by Seguin Lescarbot. And it was a dandy of a stop to keep the Mudbugs in this game. Boy, pushing and shoving around that far corner. Back the other way. Here comes McKay. And he lifts one toward the net. And it is cradled in there by roll-offs. Boy, that Brahmas bench is livid. They thought James got roughed up along that far corner deep in the Mudbug zone. The officials said play on with 10:54 to go here in the third. The Brahmas in front, 3-2. They don't look like a team right now that is in front of this game. quite frustrated right now at the officials. Face-off left wing circle. Nickel will take it up against Zadvernuk. A couple of leaders on the dot. Face-off tied up, one there by Zadvernuk. Terry will chip it. Oh, held in there. Good stick there by Nickel. Now Morgan in there down low. Played around to the far corner. And now taken there by McDonald. McDonald will sledge it up ahead there to Skurovic. Skurovic now will saddle it into the near corner. Shot toward the net there by Skurovic. Went way wide. Held in there by Murakami, who pinches in over to Skurovic. Skurovic now down low along the end boards. Skurovic now works it around the perimeter. He'll cycle it in down low there to Zavernuk. Zavernuk now pushed off the puck there by Sushinsky, now behind the net. Coming right back in there is Murakami. Brahmas being a little aggressive. Back up top to Auteri. Across there to McDonald. McDonald waits. McDonald left point. He'll throw it off the stick of Auteri along the near corner. Auteri trying to get one on net. And now played back out in the Morgan. And it's going to be an icing on Bugs Hockey. Mudbugs Hockey tonight brought to you by Buttercup Cupcakes, a proud core partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Boy, the official yanked that towel off of Austin as he was trying to wipe off some perspiration. Usually how it works when you ice the puck. You don't get a break. But Austin able to squeeze one in there. Face-off tied up, one there by the Brahmas. Masick forward one toward the net. It got blocked. Now Sable loses his balance, but gets it onto the stick of Capello, dropped off to Emmons. Emmons now roulette wheels it down low there to Sable. Sable now around the perimeter to the left point, onto the stick of Emmons. Now the puck shot, no, toward the net, rebound, but Capello, point blank save, and a rolling puck taken there by Austin. And Austin able to pitch it all the way down. Good soft clear there by Austin as the Mudbugs able to get a wholesale line change. Down to 9:10 remaining here in the third. The Brahmas up 3-2. Near side to Haru. Up off the stick of Seminara. Now Emmons takes a hard hit and a penalty coming up to Jasser. I believe it's Jasser who's going in. Hard hit along the back and a big power play for Lone Star. And now Isenberg with a few words for Jasser. Now Tess starting to lick in there. It's a boarding infraction. Third power play of the night for Lone Star. Murakami wants more than two. Well, I think Murakami's biting off more than he can chew here. As Auteri shaken up. Or check that was not Auteri who got shaken up. He was there to check up on the fallen Brahma. And now the medical staff for Lone Star looking at the guy who got boarded. Third power play of the night for Lone Star. Boy, it's hits like that sometimes can end badly, and I know Jasser did not mean any ill harm, and Charlie Emmons slow to get up. And now he does get up. Hit along the back. Emmons a little woozy, and a big piece to this Lone Star squad. Boy, Dan Wildfong still pleading his case for more minutes on that power play. Well, I just read Dan Wildfong's lips. He said, what do I got to do to get a lengthy power play? Oh, wait a minute. Dan Wildfong was upset because the faceoff's not going to go in deep in the Mudbug zone. Usually that's standard on a power play. It's going to come out of the near Brahmas blue line. Zavernuk lined up with Litchard. And now one there by Zavernuk. Been good on his last couple of draws. Into the far corner. Justin Kerr. Drop it off to Ingles. Clock still plenty for the Bugs, but they got to get this kill to stay in this game. Here's Justin Kerr coming in down low. Chopped at toward the net. There by McDonald and hit the side of the net. As the puck is dumped all the way down, way out of his net comes Roloffs. Sends it up ahead there to Masick. Masick through the slot. A backhander from Justin Kerr and a right pad save made there by Sagan Lescarbol. To the right point there, settled down. Zavernuk zips one. Blocked in front, and now Marino. He won't get much on it as Zavernuk blocked his lane. Down to 1:10 remaining on Jasser's boarding infraction. 8 minutes remaining here in the third in game number 2 of the South Division Finals. The Brahmas 3, the Mudbugs 2. First choice personnel penalty kill on the ice. Murakami takes a U-turn back. Good press here by Cook. Now Murakami around the right side. He'll go to the far side. Onto the stick of Owen Kerr. Down low. Goes behind Skrovic. He'll slip it in behind the Bugs net. Owen Kerr touched up along the boards. Tied up now. Bergeron is there. 30 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. And the puck is popped back out to center there by Cook.